12:28, so I guess technically it's Tuesday, May 6th. So, update on that end of the shtick. That technically this is going to be yesterday's update. So we're going to do this. Yesterday, I decided not to go to my class, and because I didn't go to my class, I went to go buy my clothes for the photo shoot that I've been talking about. But funny story, I ended up messaging my photographer that is going to do the photo shoot and letting her know if it's okay if we can postpone it or move it to a different day. So now the new photo shoot date is going to be May 21st. One, because Sandy has to do her finals, and so she's going to be stressing and pulling her hair out for this upcoming week. And then two, because I kind of wanted to book her for 2 hours and not just 1 hour, because I feel like we're going to need the 2 hours. And we weren't able to accommodate that because Sandy has a busy schedule, and I want her to take photos with me for the graduation photos. So, I guess 2 plus 2 ended up equaling 4, and she was okay with that. So, thank her for that, and so I appreciate that accommodations. But now that I think about it, I guess technically speaking, I didn't really have to miss my class, so that kind of sucks. But whatever. I think today was the final day of class for that class in particular. Well, for all graduate classes, I'm assuming. And then overall, I did give my final class for my course. And so now the teacher has posted for my poetry class, the one that I missed, she posted our final, which is a portfolio. Undergraduates have to do one portfolio and graduate students have to do a different portfolio. We get the more advanced portfolio where we're expected to do more, and that's totally fine. And so now, after reviewing what I have to do, now I know the things in terms of like the table content that I have to address, and that's fine and all. I have to revise the poems that I turned in for submissions for this entire semester and add my changes to it from the feedback that I got from the people, and then I have to implement them and put them on my portfolio, and then blah blah, turn that in. So I'm probably gonna finish that tomorrow. Right now I was working on it, but I'm kind of tired of being on the computer, to be honest. And then before I started doing this final portfolio for that class, my advisor told me that I told my advisor that his homework for this day or two is that on the 9th we're going to be reading for our MFA reading, and I wanted him to review my first chapter and my, I believe, 5th chapter for my book, because those are the ones that I'm going to read for the MFA reading. And so I want him to read them and just line edit them to a whole new dimension, and so they will be perfect for me to read. So I just literally did that right now. I did all the present tense and its actuality, like present continuous, etc., and I just emailed it to him. So hopefully tomorrow he's gonna review it and give me the feedback, and then I can implement those changes if there is any changes. I also did tell him that I was gonna go see him tomorrow because I want him to autograph some of my books that I have about him that he wrote, and so there's that. And then overall, I think that's basically it. So right now it is Tuesday, May 6th, and it's currently 9:36 a.m. and I am in my storage. I have a storage where I have like a bunch of random crap, well, primarily books and stuff like that. And I came because I believed I have my cap for when I graduated from my bachelor's, and I'm looking for it and I can't seem to find it. So either one or two things. I have it in here and I'm just blind as hell, which is a possibility, or it's not here. And so I don't really know how to mitigate that information. Also, in the morning, I was planning to go to Trader Joe's because apparently today they are releasing a big insulated bag that is like peach color. But I went to the Trader Joe's and was like right next to my house, and like holy hell was there a line. There was so much line, and so I was like, oh hell no. And so I just came to the storage. After the storage, I'm probably gonna go to the UTC Mall, which is in La Jolla, and pick up my slacks that I bought yesterday, and they are tailor fitting them to me or whatever. And then afterwards, probably go home.
I need a substance. I'm just gonna eat half.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it for tomorrow. I've been eating a lot.
Little update. We are now done eating at the restaurant. I think it's called Fatties.
Do you want to go to Barnes and Noble?
Phatties.
Fatties.
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 Yeah, or Pat. I don't know.
Patties?
But
No, I think it's fatties.
I think overall it was good. I don't think that they like salt their food, which is totally fine because you know you salt at your own discretion. But yeah, I liked it.
It was a good portion.
Yeah, the portions were massive. So we both ordered a burrito. I ordered a surf and turf, and she ordered a carne asada burrito. Yeah. They're all vegan.
Yep,
everything on the menu is vegan, and
which is nice.
And that was a big burrito.
Yeah.
We only ate half. So we came to Barnes and Nobles to kind of kill off time, and one of the things that we were looking into back in the day when it barely came out was, I don't know what's it called, but it's like Pigeon Graduating or whatever. It's like the new Pigeon book that he was graduating, and so we were gonna buy it, or she was gonna buy it, but at the time she was like, no, I'm not gonna buy it, I'm not gonna do it, and this and that, blah blah. And then she ended up like not buying it, and then right now that we're here right now, they're like, we sold out. So I'm laughing about that situation. So yeah, that's unfortunate for her. Now we are at where are we at?
We're at Michael's.
We're at Michael's. She's looking for glitter. Oh no, for glitter letters. So she's gonna decorate her.
Oh, you know what? I can leave like a circle around it and then just put the 25 on the back of the bottle and then just like fully decorate like the front with the glitter.
You are the artistic one.
Okay, well let's go find. I wish this was available.
Alright, so I'm gonna just abandon her now.
And wait, what kind of butterfly?
Update. I came to venture around and I abandoned her in what I thought was gonna be a place where she was gonna stay for a hot minute, and apparently she's gone. So we lost our human. Oh no. So now I have to look for her, and I don't know where she's at.
It's about the same price.
Update. We found her. So I finally found her. We finally left Michael's, and she created a vision
for our little Don Julio bottles.
So a little context. Don Julio 1942 has these little tiny bottles that are like $20 a pop.
I think it's like 2 shots of tequila.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
And we bought them because we wanted to decorate them for our graduation. And so she's going to decorate them. And she apparently has a vision on how she's going to decorate them. So you want to tell?
So his bottle is going to be a matte black bottle. And I still need to find a ribbon, which might be a little hard to find. But it has to be like a satin ribbon. And then mine is going to be like a ocean glitter. Fine ocean glitter color. And then or on the back it's gonna have the numbers 25, and then I'm also telling him I could put his initials. But yeah, that's the vision.
Maybe when she edits this video, she can put like the vision from Pinterest or something.
Actually, I might be able to insert
the actual bottle at this point.
Yeah, once I'll insert a picture, the vision, what it was.
So we are back. It is currently 6:47 p.m. and we just got done doing that whole seminar thing that Sandy needed to come and do in Fallbrook, and it was fun. I mean, it was a quick little 45-minute session. It was technically it was supposed to be an hour, but I guess since it's the commencement one or the beginning one, that they cut it short or whatever. And it was just talking about nutrition and about how everything that you ingest and everything that you consume, etc., has a lot to do with your gut biome and your mood and your disorders and yada yada. So it's just like a healthy little like TED talk. I think this was, I forgot to mention this, but I think this was week 2, like the previous vlog from this, that I went to go do my photo shoot, my professional photo shoot from school that they're like giving it to the alumni or whatever. Tell me why I got my email on my email today. I got the email showing me my photo shoot photo. Don't get me wrong, I guess it looks nice and whatever, but I just remember the day when I went and I was trying to get the photo done and etc. And like the PTSD from that is like coming to me hard. We're currently at H Mart, which is like a Korean convenience store, and we're trying to see what we're gonna buy for dinner or just to snack around because we got work to do. And so far, pretty good stuff. When it comes to chips, there is a Korean brand of chips that I really like, and I can't seem to find it. But it has a little girl in it. That sounds weird. It has a little child on it, and they're like these chocolate chips, and I want them, but I can't seem to find them, and it's making me really sad. Good morning. Update. So today is Wednesday, May 7th. It is currently 9:05 a.m. And today we woke up early because of the fact that we left to Cal Poly Pomona, which is Sandy's school. I think she has her finals today, so I came with her just to be here and get out of the house, I guess. So right now I am in a little office. I don't know what this is, and I'm just setting up to get prepared to do work. So update, we are currently done, or she's done with her test, and I'm on my way to the other part of campus because she has another test. But I walk slow, or at least I walk with no apparent worry in the world, and she panics out, and it's funny. So my overall update is that I got some work done, primarily as a teacher. I graded all the assignments that I was backlogged on, and now, technically speaking, the only one that I have to for sure do is the final essay, which they are meant to turn in on Sunday. So I got a little bit of time to relax before that. I did tell all my students that they need to check their grade for the class and make sure that I didn't mess up or screw up in some way, shape, or form. Assuming that they do that, and assuming that they send me an email, then I'm gonna have to do some corrections and see where I messed up. But as of right now, their whole grade on the grade book is updated, and that's what they currently have in class. And then now, since we're repositioning, and I'm gonna probably be at the library or I don't know where, then I'm gonna start focusing on my student side of things. I want to finish a portfolio for the poetry class, and then I want to do my final 2 chapters, or the stories that I'm going to be reading for the commencement.
Is he going that way?
And we'll see what's up. But other than that, yeah. We parked and we are walking now. Where are we walking to? I have no idea. Well, she's walking to her class, I'm assuming.
Well, the closest location you're gonna go to is probably just gonna be the library.
And I'm just here being moral support. I'm the emotional support animal. Oh, I forgot to say one thing. As a side note, tell me why this girl has the audacity to tell me that we were walking from her class right now back to the car before we got to this location, and she's like, you know that guy that just passed by us? And then I was like, okay. And then he was like, oh, it was a guy that was like hitting on me day 1 or whatever. And I was like,
last semester.
And I was like, okay.
No, 2 semesters ago.
Update. It is currently 3:16 p.m. and we were waiting in the library for quite some time. I don't remember how long, but throughout that whole time that I was there, probably like the 2 hours that I was there, I only worked on a singular poem. Like 1 out of 3 poems that I have to work on for my poetry class. I have to implement the revisions, and Jesus Christ, did it take forever. Now we are on our way back to the car, and we're gonna be going to eat ramen, even though it's currently kind of hot. In update, we are finally at the place we're gonna eat. It's called Slurping Ramen Bar, and I have no idea where this is at. Where is this?
City Industry.
City Industry, California.
City of Industry.
City of Industry. So we have, technically, I guess we have like 2 or 3 traditions. One of them is that we like to go around and shop around for tiramisu, and that's like our thing for dessert. And then when it comes to apparently appetizers, our thing is going to Asian restaurants and getting edamame, like spicy garlic edamame. And apparently this particular place is Sandy's favorite one.
Edamame.
And so she's been craving it for a couple weeks, I guess.
No, it's been like 2 semesters since.
Yeah. So
It's why I brought my stitch.
overall, oh god, I'm full. Overall, we're done eating. Okay, so we got our drinks. I got a cold 30 matcha cold brew, and I got it with less ice and extra sweet. And then she got a cold strawberry matcha cold brew, so a lot of caffeine.
And I did normal sweet because what if I'd rather just do normal than less sweet, and then I don't like it, or it's not, it's too green.
So I think it was the owner or the manager. He told us to shake the thing, so go ahead, shake it. And then it puts it.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh. And then I gotta do mine. Or you do.
Ready?
Yeah.
Maybe because of the light green. I like green.
Nice. And then, let's see, the live reaction right now.
Let's try this because I haven't tried. Oh, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good.
It didn't sound very convincing.
Mm. It tastes like strawberry. Agua de fresa.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
It's not like milk and everything and it makes it
Oh, that's so good. Actually, it's so sweet. It's sweet and it has that aftertaste of espresso. Oh my god, yes. Okay, I'm happy. Good morning. Today is Thursday, May 8th. It is currently 10:35 a.m. and I am now officially on my computer. Before I got onto the computer, first of all, I thought today was my therapy appointment because I had changed it, and it turns out that it's not today. It's on the 12th. So 4 days from now. Not even close to anything. But before that, I had to wake up to help Sandy get ready for work, and also apparently I was supposed to buy her a ticket for an event, an Insomniac EDM event called Sun Soaked. So I managed to get that. So that's pretty excited for her. Now I'm on my computer. I made myself some coffee, and and I'm sitting down here because I have two things that I have to do. One, I have to finish my poems for my poetry class, so I am revising those and going through them. Yesterday, like I said, I fixed my first one, and that took forever. So, oh my god. And so now I gotta do the other two, and then on top of that, I have to work on my MFA reading thing. I was like supposed to practice, and I was supposed to like rehearse and stuff like that for the actual reading, but I haven't even done that. So now I feel behind, and I feel like I don't know what to do per se, but whatever. I guess I'll just wing it. So we're back, and I got ready and everything at home. It is currently 6:51 p.m. I was supposed to be here at around 6:30, but I don't know. I was playing a game, like a mobile game, and I was just so hooked into it that I like forgot the time. But now I'm on my way to the cottage. I have my piece right here, my 2 chapters that I'm going to be reading, and I don't know.
With Manuel Gonzalez, when he was first in my workshop in his first year here, he wrote one of the most gut-wrenching, revealing, just blunt language pieces I've ever read. And the idea was, okay, where do we go from here? Let's just go deeper and deeper into this. He was telling a very important truth about himself. Let's hear what Matt has to say. When I read the most recent draft of Manny's work in progress, a novella in vignettes about a Mexican-American boy coming of age under the weight of divorce and machismo and poverty, I found myself on the verge of tears. Mostly because of the power of the work, but also because no writer I've ever worked with has improved as much as Manny has. I told him in our last meeting over the past 3 years, he's become a real writer. And if that's not what an MFA program is about, I don't know what it is. Manny?
Just to give you a little snippet, my work has to deal about a creative nonfiction about a child who is going through the process of a divorce, coming as a first-generation Mexican-American to the United States, and having her mother abandoned in this new world that she never knew and never understood how to process. So I'm going to read the first chapter of the book, and then I'm going to read chapter number 5 of the book. The title of the first chapter is Feeling Small. Dad is yelling again. It's louder than usual, filling the room, bouncing off the walls like thunder. His eyes are wild. I can't tell if he's angry at me, or Mom, or something else. He slams his hand against the wall, and the pictures rattle. My heart pounds as I clutch my woody toy, squeezing it like I'll keep me safe. Mom's yelling too. her voice like breaking glass. No empieces a estar queriendo quebrar cosas más porque sí, she pointed, shaking, cracked open, but still fighting. She won't look at me. Don't you dare tell me what to do, especially in my house. Si yo lo quiero quebrar, yo lo voy a quebrar. Dad's face is red. I don't want to look, but I can't stop. The room is shrinking, pushing in on me. I press my back against the wall, hoping it'll stop if I'm small enough, quiet enough. Dad slams his hand down on the kitchen table. A dish falls, shattering on the floor. I cover my head. I cower. Yo hago lo que se me dé la gana en esta casa. It's my house, mi casa. I don't care si tú, la vecina, or any other cabrón has to say anything about it. Mom steps back, her face wet with tears, but somehow she keeps yelling, her words hitting him one after another, sharp and relentless. A mí no me importa si es tu casa o si tú pagas todo. Lárgate. Lárgate de la casa inmediatamente, pero ahorita y ya. I pull my knees up to my chest, pressing into myself, trying to hold everything together. I feel a small, warm presence next to me, my sister, Luna. I've forgotten she's here. She clutches my shirt, her face pressed into my side. She's so small, too small, to be anywhere near this. I pull her close, wrapping my arms around her like Mom would. That was the first chapter. The next one is called A Mother's Struggle. Things are nice and quiet now, different from before, but Mom hasn't been the same since Dad has left us. She paces back and forth throughout the house, searching for something that's not there. Mama, I speak softly, holding Woody. She doesn't reply. She just keeps pacing. Her body drifts towards the sink, where she starts washing the dishes that have sat there all day long. I watch from the edge of the kitchen as her hands move in slow circles, washing the same plate over and over, her gaze lost in the soap duds. I want to ask if she's okay, but I don't. Mom's alone now, the head of the house, forced to navigate a country she barely knows. The pressure to provide eats away at her. I see it in her tired eyes, in the way she moves, slowly, heavy, like she's dragging something too big to carry. Each day, she gets up and carries on, even though nothing here feels like home. And now, she has to be everything. Mom and Dad met in Ensenada, Baja California. By 20, she has me. By 25, Luna. Mom knew nothing outside her hometown. She raised to be a perfect wife, cook, clean, submit, and for a while, she is. She keeps the house running. Dad works, comes home, and eats dinner with us. Like, we laugh, we watch TV, and feel like a family. But then things start to change. Dad stays out late, misses doctor's appointments, skips school events. Mom notices. ¿Ahora qué? ¿Por qué estás tan cansado? She asks. He groans, brushing past her. What now? I'm tired because I've been working. ¿Cómo que por qué? At first, she lets it go, but the silence grows. The excuses stack up. He smells different. Some nights looks different. Like his mind is somewhere else. Then a mutual friend tells her everything. Another woman. The truth hits hard, and soon nothing is normal. Mom stops asking gently. The fights start, hushed at first, then loud enough to shake the walls. Dishes slam, doors rattle, until one day, she is done. She tells him to leave. The night when everything gets quiet, I see Mom standing in the kitchen counter. The lights make her face look older, more tired. She picks up the phone, her hands shaking a little. Mamá, her voice cracks. Ya no sé si puedo más. She clutches the kitchen table, her knuckles turning white. I can't hear Grandma's voice on the other end, only the soft murmur on the other side of the phone. Mom wipes her cheek fast, like she doesn't want anyone to see. No me voy a rendir. Silence, a shaky sigh. Mom nods, hangs up, and stands there, gripping the table like she needs it to hold her up. Then, just like always, she keeps going. Now, she's a single parent raising 2 kids with no family nearby. Everyone we know is across the border in Mexico, so she does it alone. She gets 2 jobs, one in the morning and an office as a receptionist, where she comes home mentally exhausted from all the talking and typing and with the paper cuts from filing away all day. Then at night, she cleans offices downtown. She comes home late, smelling faintly of chemicals, dark circles under her eyes, her voice hardly a whisper when she tucks us into bed. On her days off, she still doesn't rest. She still has to be mom. I see her in the kitchen, her fingers lingering over the same dish, scrubbing it over and over again. Like cleaning, it might somehow scrub away everything else that's been happening. She stares at it, eyes unfocused, shoulders slumped. I stay quiet, watching carefully. The air feels thick. I want to speak. I don't know what to say though. Luna, though, is untouched by it all. She is in the room, playing with her dolls, humming. I envy her. She's too young to notice the exhaustion in mom's face, too young to catch how her back bends more each day. I wish I didn't notice either. Ya casi está la comida, okay? Mom says. I move towards the stove. The pots are boiling. It smells like dinner, like the usual, the same simple meals we've had for weeks. I help her, stirring absent-mindedly. I just want to give her one less thing to worry about. I've gotten good at it, helping out, setting the table, keeping the kitchen tidy, making sure things are taken care of when she's too tired to do them herself. It's just something I do now, unconsciously, without being told. After a while, I look back at her. She finally sets the plate aside and wipes her hand with a towel. Her shoulders are still tight. There's a heaviness to everything, but at least she stops scrubbing. ¿Ya terminaste tu tarea? She asks. Yes, Mom, I say, lying. I've been too focused on helping around the house, too busy keeping Luna quiet to think about my homework. But she doesn't need to know that. She nods, not pressing further. She trusts me. She doesn't have the energy to micromanage, and I don't want to give her another reason to worry. Mom sits down at the table, rubbing her temples. The lines around her eyes are deeper now. She's only in her 30s, but she looks older, like time is sprinting ahead of her. Lo siento, mijo, she says suddenly. Her voice is barely a whisper. She's noticed I've been staring. She wants to ease my worry. For what? Por todo esto, she says, gesturing at the kitchen, the house, maybe even herself. Yo sé que todo se ha hecho difícil desde que se fue tu papá, pero estoy haciendo todo lo posible para no necesitarlo. I choke up. I want to say something, anything, but it's too heavy to get out. But we are okay, I manage to say, trying to keep my voice steady. She looks at me, really looks, and in her eyes I see it all, the exhaustion, the sadness, the hope she's trying to hang on to. Vamos a estar bien, no te preocupes, she says. But it sounds more like a wish than a promise. I nod, not because I believe it, but because I want her to. After dinner that night, Mom puts Luna to bed. I stay behind and clean the kitchen, wash the dishes. The house settles into its nighttime quiet, the kind of quiet where everything echoes. Then I hear it, Mom's voice, muffled, soft, slipping through the walls. She's praying. I get out of bed, walk to her door, and I don't go in. I just stand there and listen. I hear her whispers, ayúdame, Señor. Ayúdame a ser fuerte para ellos. Ayúdame a salir adelante. Tú sabes nuestras necesidades. Nomás te pido que mis bebés tengan todo lo que ocupen. Si lo tienen, no me importa todo lo demás. My heart sinks. The tears come. I don't want her to cry anymore. I don't want her to feel like she's failing us. I see her sitting on the edge of the bed, eyes closed, crying, looking up, looking down, talking to what seems to be like no one, but it's actually God. I turn away, close the door. I lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, and with tears rolling down my face, I do what she's doing. I pray too, for willpower, for strength, for better days. Thank you.
A nice round of applause for the MFA class.
I like the
Hello, 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 hello. So it is, I think it's like midnight now. Yeah, it's 12:11 right now. It is Saturday, May 10th. So I guess this is the end of the previous day, Friday, and it's the start of the new day, Saturday. Um, we're officially done with our final as an MFA student. Technically, it's not really a final. It's more of like, it was an optional thing. You didn't have to do this, but I took it as my final in terms of like reading to the public. Overall, it was a really fun experience. At the beginning, it was a bit overwhelming because of the fact that I didn't anticipate a lot of people. Oh, I worked hard. This is my 3 years, and it all comes down to this. What I found really heartwarming and very nice and very beautiful is that several people approached me, not only friends but like actual strangers, that they were like, holy hell, like your piece was actually really wonderful and it made me cry, and I was in the audience. And then right now when I was talking to Jasmine and her fiance and like my friends, they were like, I heard a lot of people crying and I heard a lot of people sniffling. And so obviously I didn't look up when I was reading. I was just so locked in that I didn't get that opportunity, which I kind of sort of regret, to be honest. But hearing that from my friends and from people in general was really cool. It makes me smile. It makes me happy. And so yeah, I don't know. The next thing or the next big thing is that I'm walking. I have to go through the graduation, and I'm excited on that. And then after that, I'm free to the world. The next step would be flying to Japan and having a Japan trip and vlogging about Japan. Other than that, I don't know. My advisor advised me or recommended me to start looking into publishing my stuff, maybe like in lit journals or like in competitions and all that fun stuff. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that, or I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing, and it's kind of scary. I understand when like people graduate and they're like, I don't know what's next, because I'm kind of getting that vibe. The only positive thing on my end is that I have a PhD to fall back on, and so I have that going for me. But assuming that like I didn't have that, I just don't know what I would be doing right now. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited. Right now I'm obviously gonna go drive home. I'm gonna go to bed, and tomorrow will be a different day. Funny thing is that throughout this whole day today, I didn't record or did anything. But today is Saturday, May 10th, and I am just doing this recording because I'm trying to close off the vlog for the week. So that's the whole general gist of this. Yesterday I got home and I ended up going to bed because it was a long day and it was an emotional day, but it still worked out. Now today, I had a couple meetings with a couple students in the morning where I was helping them out finish their final paper because they have to turn it in on Sunday, which is tomorrow. And some of them required my help, some of them didn't. And now I'm also getting emails from students being like, hey, can you fix this on my grade and yada yada. And if they can prove it, then I'll change it. And so far so good in terms of proving it. Then I ended up going to work to my 9 to 5, whatever you want to call it, with the elderly folk. And then I arrived, and now I'm here trying to process the whole general gist of the reading. And also right now I'm going to upload these videos into my Drive and then be able to show them through Google Drive, so I can send them to my advisor who wasn't there due to some family emergencies. And then today is Mexican Mother's Day, and I did like a montage on my Instagram of all a bunch of little funny videos that I've always recorded with my mom. And so hopefully she gets to see that. But I was busy all day, so I wasn't really talking to her at all. And that's kind of shitty, but And then tomorrow is American Mother's Day, so we'll see how that goes too. But Sandy right now is just studying because she has a final on Monday.
Yeah, I'll let Jesus take the wheel.
But right now she's going through it. She's letting Jesus take the wheel. I don't really think she's feeling very cash money about it, but she's still going at it. I will be going with her to be an emotional support animal, but we'll see how that goes. And afterwards, don't know. I gotta come back because I work the following couple days. My only day off is like on Monday, I believe, and so Thursday. But yeah, other than that, this is it for this week's blog, and then we'll see you guys in like 2 days. So bye.